Hey, Snakebite. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. You want good to see you. Thanks for coming. Forgot to mute out my YouTube page, so it probably got a big old echo just then, but we should have got it stopped then. So, hey, Eagle Steve, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Silver Patriot, good to see you. Thank you for coming. We're gonna get up here and get my camera on. How you doing there? Armistice Day. Good to see you, Tony Erickson. Thank you for coming, brother. We're gonna turn my camera on. There we go. All right. Let's see here. Is that too bright? I can't even, when it turns on, I can't, can y'all see it when it turns on? I'm going to have to dim it down some. I just got this thing, so I'm not really sure how to work it. So I'm still learning. It didn't come with any directions, so I'm trying to get it down. So let's go red. Is that better? Yep, I like green. Let's go green. Can you see that better? Nope. Okay. You like it? Thank you, Tony. I'm trying to get it to go down a little bit. So let's see if I can get. That's better. I think you can see it better now, can't you? Go, go. Yeah, that's for sure. That is for sure. I'm still really strong on silver and gold, and I really think it's going to take off really good. And so I think we're going to see a big jump here pretty soon. And I just ordered some silver eagles, so they're not cheap, but I still ordered them. So, and I got this in. Oh gosh, hang on here. There we go. Still too bright. Good Lord. Let me turn that off. Let's see here. Light's too bright. Okay. All of a sudden, I got too much light in here. Anyway, this is the. Hey, Dean, how you doing? Good seeing you. My live stream. Thank you. I appreciate that. Any comments? Well liked. Gosh, you cannot. No. That's good. Anyway, that's the Star Privy Mark. These are MS70 Star Privy Mark ASE Eagles that I finally got that order in, and I'm gonna start selling some of these to people that might want them. So your live stream gets a poopy emoji. That is that's a compliment. I don't get very many emojis, period. So poop emoji is good. Thank you. So let's see here. How many's getting in here? See, it's not even 5 o'clock yet. So 5 watching. That's not very many. I'm kind of a little early. So has everybody been keeping up with the actual what's going on with Trump? That's better. There we go. I'm in Oregon. Armistice Day. I'm in Oregon. Yeah, there's not too. There's only 5 people watching right now. For I guess everybody's still probably over at Sal's stream, and I have been so busy I haven't been able to really do much homework on my stuff. The Marines dropped at the border. Yeah, yes, I heard that. Hey Tom, hey, good seeing you. Thank you for coming. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I heard there was 1,500 of them. Hey Dale Vale, how you doing? There you go. I appreciate you coming there, Dale. Let's see here. If you want to come up, I'll give you a link and we can sure chat. Good old Rocky Top. Yeah, you like that? Rocky Superstar Man Cave light? I kind of like it because it's if I turn it off, can't really see it that way either. Okay, we'll go back to blue. The blue was pretty good. Y'all have a good week this week. Hey, Jamie Fox, thank you for coming. Tony's been sending me some good stuff on what the FDA is doing what they call the recalls, and can't do this, can't do that. They're trying to take all of our food away from us. It's over 40 degrees in Alaska, and all of our snow is melted. Good Lord. 40 degrees? It's colder here than it is up there. That don't make sense. Hey, Steve C. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Hey, Zardoff, how you doing? Come on in here, Mr. Dale Vale.
I'm in.
How you doing, brother?
Nice mustache, bro. You look good with a mustache. It's Rocky Top, Tennessee.
Yeah, I used to have a mustache a long time ago. I got tired of keeping care of it. It got more work, and so I just shaved it off. I said, "Oh, it's easier to shave it off,"
Get on Amazon. They got those little hedge trimmer that are rechargeable. And you go over, and in 30 seconds, you're looking buff.
Really?
The maintenance is nothing. I run it over my stash in 10 seconds. I look clean.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So I've been bald.
doing a beard, nice beard right through here, a little small.
Yeah.
I used to have one of those.
Yeah. I always preferred bald because I like the way it felt like, because I was bald on top. I went bald young like a lot of men. I just shaved it off, because you look better as a cue ball, most men.
Yeah, exactly.
So I've been a cue ball for 40 some years. And when I'm trying to heal up here with my cancer, it was hard for me for doing all the shaving and everything.
Yeah.
Because my arms were weak for a while.
Right.
But so I just grew it back, and I got that electric trimmer, and I keep everything one length and just let it go. And it takes me now 5 minutes, and I've got one length.
Nice.
Everything's white, but it looks okay. I'm feeling better. My numbers are coming good again.
Oh, that's good. Hey,
Clear every angle.
Mr. Dale Vale, we got Dean R says you got a porn stash, is what you got. The old porn stash. The old porno stashes.
Yeah.
Hey, Nickel.
Yeah. Did you hear?
I found a car that doesn't like mechanics.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, the guy got on the hood like an idiot. I mean,
I couldn't believe that. I was like, what the heck? That whole movie was so B grade. I thought, oh my God, no wonder I never heard of it.
But then you get kind of anxious when they went through that traffic. They couldn't stop. They were flying through there.
I was kind of wondering what was going to happen on that. So let me leave a link down there for Jim so he can come up. And what you think about Robert Kawasaki? I call him Kawasaki, whatever his name is. He's going to sell all of his gold, all of his silver, and put it into Bitcoin. When he was talking about that, because he was really talking gold and silver up for a long time, and now he's kind of going toward the Bitcoin. Now, hey, America, thank you for coming. I have a real issue with Bitcoin because I'd be afraid of some kind of electrical outing, and you have to think about the United States government is looking to do the same thing that he's wanting to do. And if they, what's going to keep them from just, okay, we're going to have Bitcoin at this price and blah, blah, what if they take control of it?
They'll fucking manipulate it. Anytime there's a third party risk, it's fucking human nature. There's always a pack rat's going to come and steal.
Yep.
I bought Bitcoin when it first started come out because I saw value in it. I knew it was going to do something. So I invested some money and sold my youngest son, and him and I bought some. Not a lot, but enough to us. It was like $5,000 between us.
Right.
It'd be worth hundreds of fucking thousands right now, Rocky. I was at a low price, brother. And we were in the exchange called Einstein Exchange in Canada.
Uh-huh.
Cocksucker went bankrupt and stole it on us.
Oh, Lord.
And that's why I've been turned off. I went and bought, so I replaced my son's money because he asked me, he goes, Dad, can I get in? And I said, yeah. And you wouldn't let your own kid in on something that wasn't good news, right?
Right.
And so I bought him a bunch of silver. I said, well, we got fucking burned, but I got burned, but you ain't getting burned because Dad ain't going to put up with that. I give him silver. I said, we'll wait it out, boy.
Yeah,
we'll wait it out.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's no way the federal government is going to allow anything to bypass the dollar in any form or matter, and they're going to either outlaw it, take it over, just won't allow you to trade it, and there's no doubt. And if you got all that tied up in there, I mean, you're going to have to go with whatever the government allows you to have.
That's right.
Exactly.
So, I think it's way too risky. I think it's way too risky to do it.
Yeah, see, it's the same way I feel it. I like tangible assets. that's why I got out of the stock market and dumped all the crap that I had. I mean, it was making money, but I've made more money in gold and silver than I have the stock market.
Yeah.
And so
and even if you got it in cash, if you see something happening to the cash market, you can go buy something quick enough before it goes full fucking down, right, Rocky?
Right, exactly.
Either cash or metal or land or something, guns, I don't care, ammo, something you got control over and no third-party risk.
Right.
I tell you what, you can make a lot of money with guns because they continually go up. You can get a better return.
My brother makes a living on it, Nickel. He's 70 years old. He quit his job when he was 40, and he's a legal gun dealer, and he sells lots of guns. He just brings them in, cleans them up, tests them, put any new parts in they need, flips them, doubles his money all day, every day.
There is one coin that I was looking at, and Japan has decided to use that one coin to pay their bills off. And so I was thinking about that one because there not too many people, and it's cheap right now. It's like $3 or $4, and if you bought, Eagle Steve, that will never go down in price. That's a good.
Well, is it a physical coin, Rocky?
Do what?
Is it a physical coin, that Japan thing?
No, it's a cryptocurrency. I'm trying to remember. It starts with an S, if I remember right. Steve, see what stocks I have. When I got rid of my stocks, I got rid of my retirement and put it into a gold and silver retirement. And my gold and silver retirement has doubled. Now, my stocks that I had, I went back to look at it, and it has not doubled like that. So there's some stocks that have done really well, and you know what I think, and Nickel and JM and Dale, I think that we're going to see lumber stocks go up through the roof.
Yep, that's what Constitutional's investing in right now. He's buying.
Yeah, I think that's smart because of the fires in California and on the East Coast, they all need lumber. And before Biden left, him and Trudeau shut down the sawmills in Canada and the United States. So there's not very many of them still in business to be able to convert lumber, make lumber. So I really think, You
remember the last time they had all them fires? Remember how high wood got?
Yep.
It's going to happen again.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm looking around because I'm thinking about buying some stocks like that. And I talked to my son later on about that. So,
Canada's very lumber rich. We've got a shitload of lumber. I hope that we don't have tariff bullshit going on between Canada and the U.S.
Oh, I do too.
You're going to. You can bet on it.
Yeah, maybe so. And as a country, we fucking deserve it because of our faggot leader.
So I understand. Now I heard he was removed or he quit or something. Can you help me with that, Dale? What exactly happened to Trudeau?
Trudeau resigned before the opposition could put in what's it called, JM? Non-confidence. The opposition was going to go non-confidence that Monday, and the little weasel said, "Well, I'm going to resign," and then he buys himself 3 months while the resignation. Totally illegal. Made a fucking bone move.
Wow.
Yeah, so he prorogued Parliament, which pretty much means everything goes in.
Pro-hold, H-O-L-D?
Prorogue. I'll put it.
Let's call it pro-homo. The homo weaseled out and threw a fuck into his people so that we couldn't vote in a new leader, a real leader, for at least 3 months, could take 6 months. It's getting fought in the courts right now, in the Supreme Courts.
Well, 79 says America needs to stop supporting Canada. I disagree totally. If we
got to be friends. Come on, 79.
Yes,
For God's sake.
79.
I rub your back all the time, and you can't poke my belly button once in a while, you greedy bitch.
Well, it's like this. If we're not there, China will be. And I don't want China to the north of us, and I don't want China to the south of us.
Yeah, fuck China. That's what Canada says too.
Yeah.
But if we get slapped, I'm not one to say I don't. If I need a smack in the head, I'll take her. But I didn't do it. That homo did.
Yep, exactly.
That homo Trudeau, he's pretty much in the past now. I think Pierre Poilievre is going to get voted in. And if you've seen any of his recent interviews, especially the one with Jordan Peterson, he talks about a bright future of working together with Canada and the States.
We need to work together. Canada is a resource-rich nation, the richest possibly on earth. And don't you think Trump knows that? He brags about how much oil he's got. Well, he does. He's got a lot. But Canada is probably number 2. And we're right on each other's lap. And even during this bullshit, you know how much oil and tar sand flows south every day still? Even with people blocking it?
Well, I think Canada has better oil, better crude than we do. I think it's
we've got good crude in some areas. We've got some shitty stuff in the tar sands, but we've got some primo shit in the on the Shield and out of Newfoundland. The oil that comes off the coast of Newfoundland is the best on earth.
Yep.
Takes the least amount of energy to produce quality gasoline. That's where all your high test comes from. Nuke oil.
I don't think Trump should do any major tariff changes with Canada. I think, come on, let's. We
got to work a deal, though. Trump's right. He has to see a real leader, and I agree with him. And if it hurts me for a little while personally, or JM, I think he'd agree. So be it. I'll do without something, but we need a real fucking leader, and whatever it takes.
Well, now Mexico, we don't need to kill them, but we do need to get them to do certain things for us, and sometimes you got to put pressure on. But
yeah, we got to work with them too. They're silver rich, and they're good people. But when they said, "Well, that plane couldn't land," that was a fucking joke. I said that's going to last about 24 hours. I laughed. Oh, you ain't going to land your migrants here. Trump made one phone call, and that prime minister of theirs, or whatever they call her, she changed her fucking tune. I don't know what he said, but those planes were landing.
There's another country in Central America, and they've said no, and he's going to tariff them into extinction because they've said that they won't accept anybody back.
Nope.
I heard about Brazil today.
You know what you do?
They wouldn't accept, or Chile or somebody.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah,
he just landed a plane. The U.S. has got the power to build an airstrip in about 2 fucking days, and they'll take some territory. They'll put an airstrip. They'll kick these fuckers out of a C-130, give them about 5 days food close to one of their fucking cities, and say, "Get the fuck home." Nobody worried about that
Colombia.
shit. Yeah, just land them. Just build a fucking airstrip in about 3 days. Land the C-130. Get out. Give them a bit of food and water. Get the fuck out.
Trump would love to go into Colombia and knock off all the drug lords and ruin their car.
That's what he's going to do, I think, Nickel. I think that's what he's up to. He's going to he signed the thing to make them terrorists, right?
Yeah.
What do you do with terrorists?
We consider them terrorists now. So you
can execute them.
Take out their crops.
You can execute a terrorist.
Man, they won't have nothing. You take their crops out, they'll be like a cobra with no teeth. They won't be able to do nothing to anybody.
Yeah, I say shut the fuckers down. Start pasting them. and they'll get the message. It's like, hey, China is China. They're communists. But if you go against the government one step too far, your head's getting blown off. And they watch their P's and Q's, don't they? We need that here. No more. Oh, save the fucking criminals. You know, he's only a child rapist. We have to protect him. He's mentally ill. Fuck that shit. Kill him. Kill him.
Look at Lucky. Lucky saying, y'all got all the answers. Y'all run for president.
Me and JM are gonna run Canada.
There you go. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
But keep in mind too that all of this tariff talk all started based on the premise of border security. That's what I heard President Trump say. He said, unless Canada and Mexico clean up their act and stop letting the flow of drugs, which truly are destroying some of the greatest cities, like here and in the States, if that doesn't get secured properly and that flow of drugs, hard drugs, doesn't get really stopped, then the tariffs are coming in.
Yep.
So it doesn't. There's no need for retaliation. I think that's a legitimate reason. Like, secure the freaking border.
Did you hear Poilievre last week? I don't know if you heard him, JM, but he lit up. His new phrase is the Canadian clown show, the liberal clown show, and he goes, the clowns are in a corner now. He goes, I've been trying to clean up the fentanyl bullshit. Yeah. He's been working with the Alberta premier. And if we can get Poilievre, I don't know if Poilievre's all he says he is, but if we can get him in even for a couple of years, Trump will be buddies with him.
Yeah. My only issue with him is it seems to me that he's pretty much been a lifelong lawyer / politician. And I prefer someone like Trump or, what's his name? He was on Shark Tank. Kevin O'Leary. You know, people that weren't in politics their whole life.
I'm a little leery of O'Leary too. I prefer Max Bernier, but that's everyone's got a.
But you know what I mean. Other than that, I think Pierre Poilievre is probably the best. The best.
Yeah,
person.
He would buy us time, JM.
Yeah.
He's not going to come in. He's going to come in, and it'll be promises kept right off the get-go. That's all we need.
Very, very well with President Trump. I think the two of them would get along great, and I think they'd work out fantastic deals.
He said on a podcast, I chuckled. He goes, he's looking for somebody with balls. He goes, I got balls.
Yep.
And it's true. It's that simple. He's looking someone with courage and smart. He goes, I got balls and I got smart. He goes, I'll figure it out. Me and Mr. Trump will work it out. He goes, I don't know Trump. He goes, I've never sat down with him. He goes, but if he's a good man like he appears to be, he goes, give me a chance and I'll show you that I got balls and I got smarts. Pretty simple shit, really.
Yep.
I think a year from now, you won't hear anything about Canadian territories wanting to join the U.S. It'll be all smoothed over. That's what I think.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking too. I agree with you.
It could be foreshadowing, for 50 years or 100 years down the road too. You know what I mean? Like they put it out there, they plant the seed.
Yeah, that's true.
He's taking Greenland. I know he's going for Greenland. That's going to go down, boys.
Yeah, there'll be a territory. They're going to be a U.S. territory.
Yeah, you guys are the proud owners of a great big chunk of fucking ice, Nickel.
And I do think he will take the special forces and send them into Panama, and we'll take that over. I don't know if I agree with that because of the ramifications and how the world sees it, and then maybe make some other countries aggressive on other countries, but I think he probably will take control of the Panama.
Yeah, I think he will too. And I think China will get aggressive to some point. I don't know where that goes. But China's got a lot of toys, but something China doesn't have that America and Canada always had, and you just can't buy, is great big balls, a whole lot of skills, and commitment to die for your country.
This is for Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Smoke shed.
I like your smoke shed there, JM.
Thanks, Rocky.
So,
what are you wearing, Terry?
Say again?
Let's see, Chad. Ask Terry what she's wearing, please.
I'll ask A79. Dale Vale wants to know what you're wearing right now. Are you blue jeans and a blouse or a t-shirt?
I bet she's wearing nothing.
I hope.
No, too cold. It's too cold.
Yeah. Probably a pink fur coat.
She's probably in a hot tub.
Sock. I figured she'd come back with something like that. I thought maybe you'd put a scarf, 79.
What'd you say?
She put a sock.
A sock?
She's wearing a sock.
Oh, good girl.
Oh, that's my girl.
Keep your socks on. You don't want cold feet. Yeah.
How you doing, Gold Chicks? Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Oh, it is crazy. We have been.
It's interesting. We're living in highly entertaining times, my friends.
She wants to know what you're wearing, Dale. 79 wants to know what you're wearing.
I got Pink Floyd pants and no shirt on and the wood stove blaring.
Did you get that, 79? You know, I'm wearing a t-shirt and my red robe, and that's it. I don't have anything underneath it, 79.
His billionaire robe. His godly robe.
This is my Hugh Hefner robe.
Hugh Hefner, that's what I think. That's who you look like, too. You.
Do I need a pipe? Give me a pipe. Hefner. Hey, look, there's Nickel.
No,
Nickel's got his froggy green.
I'm wearing that green. I like green. So
that's green. It looks yellow to me.
Yeah, it's green, but it looks yellow on the camera.
79. I ordered some socks from a company that make 80%. What kind of wool? Some kind of sheep wool. I can't remember what it was. And I got those not long ago, and I wore those. They are so warm because they're 80% wool, and they're nice, and kept my feet warm because out there outside. Cheers! There you go.
There's JM, a handsome bugger.
There you
go. He's got his toque on.
Yeah, red sweater.
And his Rocky purple sweater.
There you go. Well, I think next week we're gonna have what we should have is a hat day. Everybody's got to wear their cap that they like wearing. So Dale, you got to come back with a cowboy hat. Nickel, you got to have some kind of hat.
IU hats, what I wear a lot.
I got Tilly hats.
Okay, I got a pretty cool hat.
Those Tilly winter hats are good.
One of those dogs for a hat, JM.
There you go. Well, the one that usually is wearing a hoodie when we get into the deep winter.
Rocky, I know what you wear. You got a Harley Davidson hat. Come on.
Well, one of the guys here lives up in Alaska, and he says it's 40 degrees up there in Alaska right now. It's colder here than it is in Alaska. He says the snow's already starting to melt up there.
Huh.
That's weird. I think it depends where in Alaska you are. Like, Alaska's pretty large. I was just watching a video, and it was negative 40 in Alaska not that long ago.
Oh, is that right? I don't know where he lives, but Yeah, it's when you that was Silver Patriot. Okay,
We've
Silver
had it
Patriot is
easy
the
in Nova
last
Scotia here.
where
It's like BC here right now. It's like we're getting lots of days where it's like for American it'd be 40, 45 degrees most of the time, like five Celsius. I haven't even really seen any snow. I've seen it come down but not stick. It's a weird mild winter here.
the weather's been really good because it's my brother's in Texas, and I was talking to him yesterday, and he was saying it was like in the teens there, and it doesn't get like down there. That's Dallas.
Yeah, it was cold there last week. They were all shitting razor blades a week ago.
Yep, and it was really cold and ice and everything all over the roads and stuff. So, but it's warming up
A
now.
bunch of guys from Texas online. I didn't indulge, but there was a bunch of Canadians in a chat that I go to, and there was a bunch of guys from Texas crying about the cold, and there was a bunch of Alberta guys in there, and they shut them down so quick. And I thought, give them some pity because they're not used to that shit. The Albertans, they've lived in a deep freeze their whole life, and they're like, cry us a river. These guys driving 2 feet of snow every day of their life. These guys get 6 inches and they call it state of emergency.
Well, Lucky Star says to you, he said, well, the weather is very unpredictable on Mars, Dale.
It's what?
Very unpredictable.
On Mars?
Yeah, on Mars.
Yeah, I'm too old to go to Mars, I think. They wouldn't have the proper life support to keep this little fucker going, I don't think. But if they had good oxygen, I'd go. Like, I'd give her a whirl.
Well, Trump promises we'll put a flag on Mars.
Okay. Yeah. I think there's better things to do on Earth, but whatever the fuck they're into, he's in with crazy Elon. Who knows?
Yeah. I think we're going to have like 100 space stations between here and Mars to do it.
I think we should clean up this Earth and start getting along. Stop the bullshit. I like when he talks, no more wars, too much dying. That's the talk I want to hear. Advancing 0-point energy, advancing medical technologies that are out there. Too many secrets, getting rid of all the secrets and all the dirty bullshit that goes on this Earth. Let's work on that.
I would rather have sea exploration than space. I think the secret is going beneath the sea. I think that's our secret right there. But even that would cost a lot.
Yeah, it's not discovered. We've only a little piece of it. I live in a country that people have only explored like half of. There's places up here nobody's ever been. Up on the Shield and in the tundra. No man had ever set foot up there.
Is a tundra is it so soft that you can't walk it?
It starts deciduous in the south of Canada, deciduous forest. Then it goes to boreal forest, which is mostly pine and fir and trees like that. And then the trees get smaller and smaller. Then it goes to like a brambles, bushes and berries and stuff. And then it goes to moss and rock. And then it goes to pure rock. And then it goes to pure ice. That's how you break it down.
Let me ask y'all this. Trump passed that law or whatever. He used the executive orders. And he wants anybody that was born here by 2 illegals to be considered an illegal and be sent back to the country of the parents. Now, I'm dead against it. I'm going to tell you right now, I've liked about half of what he's done so far, and the other half I'm against. And I'm against that because a guy that, let's say you're 30 years old, you only known America, you walk like an American, you talk like an American, you eat like an American. What happens if the country they said you had to go to, your parents are from there, and they weren't legals here when they had you? What if that country said no? We don't want this.
It's got to be done on merit. I agree, Nickel. You can't start. He's not going to send good people out. He He's just getting the message out so that the scumbags get the message quickest, I think. I hope.
Well, you got to surely think the Supreme Court will strike that down. I mean, come on. They ain't nobody. I want the illegals to go back home. I want the
He
illegals
talks
gone.
about common sense. That's common sense. Like you said, if you're here and you're working, you know, you didn't ask where you're going to be born. You didn't ask who your mom and dad was going to fucking be. And if you're doing the right things, base it on merit, criminal record, your performance. You know, one strike, you're out. I'm okay with that. But make it real clear. You tell them, say, look, it's this simple. You did this, and if you do this again, you're fucking out of here. And if you do it twice, you're going to get a bullet. That makes it real clear for human beings.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to, no crayons, right? It's a clear picture. It's clear in their head. I'm either going to keep my head or I'm going to lose it. That's it.
Well, like that one that killed that young, you know, that one that killed that, I think it was Venezuela that killed that young college student that was hiking or something like that.
Yeah.
He should have been deported a long time ago.
He should have been executed, Rocky.
Well, I have to watch my tongue pretty close, Dale.
I'm sorry. I'm going to get your channel smashed. I better watch my mouth. I'm getting frosty, buddy. My feelings on eye for an eye is very strong. I'll say that. Oh, God said it. It's good enough for Jesus. It's good enough for me. Hallelujah.
Yep, exactly. I'm not for, for those. What did they do back in the old days? They went out and outside the city and stoned them.
They stoned your ass.
Yep, and that was their justice.
They didn't say, we're going to send you and we're going to give you special drugs and we're going to help you to become a human. No, they stoned you. And if you were a little kid and you watched someone get stoned, you wouldn't grow up to be like that. I'll guarantee you.
Or if you stole, they cut one of your hands off.
Yeah.
Now should be a big temptation. If I saw somebody getting their hand cut off because they stole an apple or something stupid, that should scare the hell out of everybody,
Well, I'm into mercy. I don't like torture, but I mean, if you do something that's totally dirty shit, execution. Yeah. You kill and rape a little child, I'm sorry. I got no there's no mercy. There's no repercussion in my mind. I'm sorry. That's how my brain works.
See, when everybody was giving Trump a hard time about sending all the these illegals back, and he said right off the bat he's going to send the criminals back, which is a good thing. We don't need any more criminals in our country. No. We have enough of our own. Just
stick with the criminals. The guys that are working in the fields or guys that are working in restaurants and they prove they've been working, let them fucking stay. Yeah, because the fucking fat, lazy snowflake generation that we've raised, they're not going to do it because they won't bend over.
And see what the problem of it is if all the people get sent back, and if we're supposed to have companies start new companies in America to manufacture,
right?
How are they going to fill those jobs when Americans won't work at a fast food joint for $18 an hour? How are you doing that?
He's talking real tough right now, I think, Nickel. I don't think it's going to happen. He knows that. Because them Mexicans, those boys are feeding us. I'm an old man now. I ain't out digging. I had my day. I do lots for myself, but I can't raise all my own food anymore. So I know I need them. You and I need them to get our food. We give them some of our silver. That's how it works.
Yeah.
And if they're good men and they're not committing crime and they're decent men, well, you deserve it. Go ahead and stay.
What I need is these married couples to have about 3 or 4 or 5 kids, because I need them so they'll pay my Social Security. That's what I need.
Yeah. Well, the illegals that pay taxes, they're helping with your Social Security. It's the ones that get paid cash that's a problem. And that's a hard thing to stop. Money under the table. There's a lot of money goes under the table every day.
That burger's for 79. Just responding to 79's comment. There you go. Enjoy.
Oh, man, that looks really good. She's got the munchies.
Yeah, she's been smoking that stuff again. She's hungry now.
I got to get going, though, guys. Thanks for having me on the panel. Hope you all have a great week. Always good to see you, Rocky.
Thank you, JM. If you broadcast a little later in the evenings, I could be in your streams and stuff like that. You're like way early for me when I get home.
You're talking to me?
Uh-huh.
If I live stream, you'd come on my panel if I do it more like this time of day?
Yeah, like this here. That's, like 5, it's only 5 o'clock here. I'm home from work and most of the time, and I can get into your streams and stuff and look at stuff. So
let's hear JM say that again. You talking to me? You talking to me? That is Robert.
Yep. Yep.
Sounds
now,
very good.
Well, he's just the opposite. He likes doing it like in the morning time, 2 or 3 in the morning when I'm asleep.
Who, me?
Uh-huh.
Yep. I was thinking that. Yeah, it's not unusual. I'll come on at 4 in the morning or 3 in the morning. Yep.
So now that's your time. I'm still asleep by then. So I generally get up about 3 o'clock my time, which is 5 o'clock your time.
Yeah, I do like my bison burgers. Man, I make good bison burger. If y'all had tried my bison burger, you would say it's the greatest hamburger you ever had. I'm telling you now.
I'm all for that. I like a good burger. I cooked some good fish when I got off out of here last Sunday. I cooked some ling cod, and it was just so tasty. Oh, it was really good.
I need to get me some more. I'm waiting for them to put it on sale, and I'll go, wow, get me about 5. You get two to a package, so I'd probably get about 5 of them, have 10 of them to go.
There you go.
You can't get enough bison burger, man. I could eat that. You're not supposed to eat it more than twice a week, but I could probably eat it.
Is it too?
I don't know. Too rich. Yeah, too rich, I think. But I would like to have at least 3 times a week. Yeah.
Now, what if you were eating it all the time? Wouldn't your body get used to it?
I don't know, but I've heard them say, you shouldn't eat it that much. Now, the last ones I made was venison, and I used to think venison. I used to think you couldn't beat that, and I go, man, this bison burger is a lot better than venison.
Wow. I really enjoy. Now, when I get venison, I generally turn it into jerky, and I don't. I put it in chops and just cut it up and turn it into jerky, or like the back strap and that kind of stuff. I cut it up and make steaks out of it.
Oh yeah, I love that. I love I call them butterfly steaks. Yeah, I love those. And then jerky, venison jerky is really good. It is.
Yeah. I shot a mule deer one year and I brought it home, and it was so cold out here. It was cold enough. I hung it in my garage for 14 days after I prepped it and let it hang for 14 days. And it was cold. I mean, it was 30 degrees. It was like being in a deep freeze. And then I cut it up and made jerky out of it. And I got about 100 pounds of jerky out of a 200-pound deer.
Nice.
What do you soak it in?
I have a sauce that it's a big steel sauce, and I make it, and I make my own sauce. It's like a barbecue sauce, and I make it. It's really good, and I let it sit in there after I cut it up. Let it sit for overnight, and then put it in. I rotate it every other day, so it's really good. That back strap is tasty.
Oh my Lord, yeah! I used to eat that for breakfast. I have that.
I cut it up in about 3/4 inch strips straight across after it, and each one I cut it up and package it up, freeze it, and I pull out, and eat that. And so I love venison.
It's what you soak it in, Sergeant Gold. If you soak it in
your flavor.
Yeah.
And you got to watch too, like when you get older, like most of the brine, the soaking brines, they're high in sodium, so you could fuck your blood pressure up.
Yeah, that's true.
You have to use the right things to make it a healthy jerky.
Right. Now, Sergeant Gold, if you take your deer, if you're getting a fresh deer and you shot it and you want it processed, you want to have the guy that is processing it, or your butcher, whoever's doing it for you, you want them to have it hang 14 days in the cold.
Oh yeah, aged meat is the best.
Yeah, that's a. After you get that, then have them package it up.
In the old days, they used to take the deer, they'd clean it outside, they'd leave it outside in the freeze for 2 days till it got a little bit of a shell on it. Yeah. They go in and hang it near like a wood stove pipe in a dry room and do nothing. Just let it dry out. And if it rotted, you'd throw it out. But most of them would just dry. It would dry the meat.
Yep.
And once the meat dried, the bacteria it'll leave.
Yep.
And then you could eat that dry meat. Then you could reconstitute it, soak it in a broth or a vinegar, and you could bring it back and soften it up to eat. You don't have to do a lot of stuff. You don't have to overdo it. You basically just want to dry the meat out before the bacteria gets it.
Yeah. Now, also, I was going to say something to Sergeant Gold. I'm not sure where the deer came from. Now, if you're taking a Texas deer where they're eating lots of acorns and stuff like that, you gotta really age it well and do different things to it, smoke it. Because the acorns and stuff like that give it a gamey taste. Now, if you get a protein, like up here where I'm at, we have the deer I hunt are mule deer, and they're coming out of grain fields where they're eating wheat and stuff like that. And that makes a big difference in how the meat tastes. So
every year I trade some of my garden wheat for Newfoundland moose.
Ooh.
Oh, good God, it's the best moose. I've had moose from all over Canada. I've eaten moose from the States. I've eaten elk. That Newfie moose is the best stuff, I swear to God. If you cook a roast, you can't screw it up. You could cook it like a $50 roast from the grocery store, and that roast will turn out more tender and more tasty than any beef. You can't screw it up.
Now, is that meat, is it marbly? Does it have much fat in it at all?
Yep. They got lots of fat in them.
Oh,
that's what makes the Newfie moose good. When you see them, that's where they're the big boys, and you can see they got lots of fat on their backs and on their asses, and they're monsters.
They like a 2,000-pound animal?
Yep. Great big sons of bitches. If you hit them, you're out of a truck, I'll tell you. You're out of a truck.
Now,
and I just take it. You can't screw it up. I don't have to. People ask how you cook it. Just fucking cook it.
That's true. That's what Lucky Star says. That sometimes the deer tastes gamey if it has been processed wrong, which is true. And you see these guys running around with a deer on top of their hood, coming back like they're on their 4-wheel drive, and they're like acting like they're all big. Oh, I got a deer, blah, and you don't want to put a damn deer on on your hood of your car and stuff like that.
Yeah, it can bruise it.
Yeah, it's you see. Okay, there's no telling what. See, Tony says I've eaten deer all my life, and he's processed it. So that's the way I do it. I process the deer myself because I know I'm getting the deer that I shot. You take a deer down to a processor, you don't know, even though you think they're doing it, you don't know if you're getting your deer or not,
Yeah. And the biggest thing is you got to get all the blood out of the meat.
Yep.
That's a biggie. People don't bleed their meat right. And if you don't bleed it right, it gives it that bad taste.
Yep. And
If it doesn't have any blood in it, you can make even strong flesh can be done right. It even works for fish. You know, there's ways to make fish that taste fishy, not taste fishy. You know, by draining them and cleaning the vein out right in their spine. You know, there's lots of tricks with all kinds of proteins that you can eat, or all kinds of animals you can eat.
Right. And I'm really picky about processing it and letting it hang. And if you can, 14 days is plenty, letting it hang in cold storage like that, and then you take it. But also
nice and kosher. Keep everything kosher.
Yep, and you want to make sure how the deer or elk has been processed out in the field. When you get it, you want to get them bled out, and you want to get them cleaned as quick as you can. I leave the skin on them until I get them back home, and then I'll skin them and stuff like that. So
you want to kill them quick. Yep. I'm not afraid to put a second one in my game in the head as quick as I can. You want to make it as painless and quick as you can.
Yep.
And that, because when an animal goes into shock, it toughens the meat. Like I shot a deer once, I didn't hit him good. I ran down the hill like a mad dog, because he got in behind some brush, and I knew he was hit. But and my buddy's going, just wait. I said, you keep your gun up in the fucking air and just shut up. And I ran down that hill like a fucking wild cat. And I loaded my second round, and I come around and I met him right in the bushes and put one in his head. And I'm glad I did, because he was just in there kicking and suffering.
Yeah,
that's what you want to do. Get it over with so that the meat don't turn out crappy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what they do with hogs. They used to have to sneak up behind them and cut their throat.
Yeah,
and then that way they're not stressed, because they didn't know it happened so fast. They don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, same even with chicken. You can have a tough chicken or you can have a tender chicken. If they don't know, they're getting it.
And they
you don't kill your chickens in front of the other chickens. My grandmother and my mom used to go out. They did the killing. And they always she'd send me to the coop. She'd go, grab 4. And I'd gently put 4 in the basket, and then I'd walk them all the way away from on the other side of the barn. And she'd take their head off in one slice. And they never made, and they'd run and kick, but no screaming, no yelling. You don't want the chickens to hear it, and you don't want them to see it coming.
Well, now for hogs, they've got a poker. And if you seen no, what was it, Old Men? Something about No Mercy for Old Men, or no, whatever that show movie. That guy's what he used. He was killing all them people with, and that's what you do. You take that thing and you put it right up to them, and they just look at you and go whap, and it goes all the way into their brain and back out.
Yeah, and that's done by air. They do that by air.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? The time has moved so fast tonight. I'm like, good Lord, it's nearly 6 o'clock. Let's do a giveaway, and let me write it down here, and let's see here. Let's see how many's in here.
No Country for Old Men. That's it. Yeah.
I gotta watch that again. I watched it once. Yeah, I gotta watch that again. I don't like gory shit. I went through gore in the last year myself, so I try to keep everything pleasant.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I don't like that gore. I like when I'm shooting a deer like that, I won't take a hard shot. I don't want to wound the animal. I want to put it down right away. So
I like to eat my meat, and I know it takes killing. I admit I cry often when I drop an animal. Just about every time I get tears, and I don't mind saying it, and it don't mean I'm a pussy.
Right. Exactly.
I don't like killing, but I eat them. I eat it all.
Yep. And that's exactly what, like if I was down in Texas, I'd be out hog hunting. I'd be trapping them hogs. I'd be up there.
The guys in Texas, they say, man, we'll give that shit to your brother. And I got to get down there if I could get a freezer pack and get some. I want to try that stuff.
Well, there's 19 in here, Clear Lake. I was just going to see how many was in here. Let's see here. I got 13 watching is what it says. So let's do this.
Oh crap! I was going to mess my number up.
Let's go one. Let's go 14. Hold it. We got 1 through 4. Let's go 1 through 20. 25. There's 14 in here, or 13. Let's do 1 through 25. So Clear Lake's got 19. 79's got 14.
I'll go 18.
Got to have 13.
Oh, by the way, Rock,
I would love to, Dean. I'll have to email you about that. I'd love to do that.
hey, by the way, if we go back to the Super Bowl, Washington lost. So who was it to play? The Eagles. The Eagles are in. And listen to this.
The Eagles beat, who the hell they play today?
Washington. They beat Washington.
Well, was it a good game?
Oh, no, it was a blowout. They scored 55 points. They just ripped Washington's butt out.
Wow.
But look at here. Well, this is what's going on with KC. They're not going to win, it looks like. They're down, and they're down a point, and they're on the 1 yard line of Kansas City, about ready to score again. So it looks like the Buffalo Bills may beat Kansas City and knock them out. And it's looking like it's going to be Buffalo and the Eagles in the Super Bowl.
Wow. And what quarter is it?
Fourth quarter.
Oh, it's in how much time left?
Oh, let me see if it says how much time's left on it. I've been watching it. I take that back. They're in the third quarter. My fault. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go. It's 22-21 Bills. The Chiefs has got the ball. They're 3rd and 15 at Kansas City's 25. So
I got to see that. Red Light likes the Chiefs. Oh.
It looks like they may get beat. I mean, they're not playing super well, don't look like. So,
all right, let's see here. I think everybody's got their number. Did you pick a
Put
number?
me in for 18, Rocky.
Do what?
Put me in for 18.
18. All right, Dale got 8. Let me put it in there. There's Dale. Okay, Buffalo won in 22-21. Okay. All right, there we go. Thank you, Beto. All right, let's go up here and let's make sure we got everybody's number. No doubles, Clear Lakes. 14. Can you believe? Looky there. Gold Chick's got 13 again. There you go. All right. Okay. All right, Dean's got 9. We'll see up here. Dean's got 9. Okay. All right. Let's see what number he picks.
18. Peyton Manning.
I
couldn't Nickel. He must have ESP or something.
I use my memory power, bro.
Oh. You still got my email, Dale?
Who are you again? Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Send me your address.
All right, bro.
What is today? Today's 26/1, 26, 25.
You're going to send me a Texas wild peg, right?
I tell you what.
That's good eating. That is good eating. You put them on a thing that you rotate and a boar. Wow, and it's good eating. I know that.
They're all saying it's rigged now.
It's rigged. Hey, are you guys jealous that you don't have telepathy? Come on. I worked hard for that.
You know, that we have to eat the right foods to get that. So
that's right.
That's good. Yeah, send me an email with your address and I'll mail it out to you. I'm giving away some $2 bills, consecutive $2 bills.
Nice, Rocky. I haven't got none of them. That's great. That's awesome.
All right.
I'll tell you this too. Swift, if Kansas City loses this game, man, is she gonna write the songs about the Bills? She's gonna let them have it.
Oh yeah, she's gonna clean house. Yes, yep.
She's a $2. She's a $2 whore. That Swifty.
You mean
Guess who's Swift is
and I wouldn't spend one of those two. I wouldn't even spend one of them twos for her.
You know
I'd
what?
say suffer.
That her best new bestie is Caitlin Clark. So I go, oh man, I hope she don't end up like her.
Get my puke bucket, Mama. Woo.
Oh Lord. Well, you know what? It's time to probably call it quits, and it's 6 o'clock. And I'm going to say, Long Tees, come back next Sunday, and we'll have.
Yeah, where is Barb? She's missed 3 straight weeks.
Do what?
Barb has missed 3 straight weeks.
Barb knew I was coming.
Her upset or something. She hasn't been around a while. I'll have to shoot her an email and see what's going on.
She needs some TDS therapy.
Well, I told her I'd come up there and take her to lunch or dinner, and she liked that idea. So
she needs some Trump cheering up. She's got Trump syndrome. I got her. I can fix her up, but she won't talk to me. So.
Stephanie's here.
Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? You just missed the giveaway, darling. Just missed it. So we're just fixing to shut it down tonight. Thank you for coming. And 6 o'clock at my time is when I generally, which is you got to be 7, 8, 9, 9 o'clock your time.
I'm 9, yeah.
You're 9. Yeah, you're 9 o'clock. Yeah.
It's
so
10 p.m. up on the East Coast.
Okay, so we will. Love you too, there, Stephanie. Take care. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you.
Much love, everybody. Much love.
Dale. Y'all have a great night.
See you, brothers.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.